Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Collector's Edge. You have myself, Brandon.
And I am Michael.
And if you've been watching our videos recently, you know that we're doing a series where we show our favorite blade from each of the brands, makers that we have in our collection. One of the stipulations, though, is that we have at least two of those knives to actually pick a favorite. So I think that makes sense. But before we get into that for today, let's show what we have in our pockets. Michael, what you got?
Alrighty, so I have today and this has been on the channel before, so I won't go into too much of it. This is the MJM Horus. Picked this for anybody that has not been watching this series we're doing because I only have one from MJM, so therefore I'm trying to pick ones for the daily carry that I only have one of. So to not get redundant with stuff we're showing, but this thing is pretty underrated and for a lesser known knife coming out of the Kingdom of Bahrain too. But all right, so that was me. What about you, bud?
Before we get to that, I can't recall. Are those titanium scales?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Yes, why, yes, they are, sir.
all right. For myself today, kind of following Michael's lead, trying to show knives that won't appear in the series, and I only have one of the brand. And for me today, that's going to be the Varga knives, VBR Mark III, I believe, with this dark matter carbon fiber. I believe these are made by Rayot, so you know it's quality, but I really do enjoy this knife. So that's what's in my pocket for today.
I dig
So,
that grind, man.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with the different grind at the end. That thing's super cool. One thing I'm liking about this deal of us pulling from like makers where they have like one thing of. I'm actually seeing more of your collection than I ever have before.
Yeah,
So it's pretty
likewise.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So with that, let's get into the video. Michael, you want to get us started?
Sure thing. So I am on M at this point, and I am now at Microtech. So this right here is a Microtech Matrix. I would say this was the knife that at the time got me really into Microtechs. I actually got more into them because of their flippers than their OTFs. To this day, I still think I like their flippers better. But this is kind of the one that started it all. I just love the design of the Matrix a lot. I have a mini. This is a full size, if you can't tell by the size of it. And I do have a Morpheone custom one too. But actually, this original one just kind of does it for me. And for any of those that you guys that know, if you've been around for a hot minute, this is also the one that had a bunch of controversy with ZT and the 777, some potential intellectual property stealing. But that's a whole nother story. One thing I will say about this, I would not call this action that great. Like without like really punching this thing, it goes to about, oh, there we go. That's
You can hear it too.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got there. But yeah, like it is yeah, it's stiff. But also this thing is I will say I have kept this thing pristine. It is first owner, and so that might be part of it. Despite the fact that it's more than 10 years old, it is not really broken in.
Can I get a look at that backspacer?
You can get a look at that backspacer.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, it's like little touches like that, like these weird ass touches that made me like this guy so much.
Curious, did it come with any tools to take it apart?
It did not. I don't guess Microtech. I don't think they've ever done that,
I
right?
don't
Like
think so. Yeah.
yeah, I think they want you to send that to them, but yeah.
Beautiful piece. And I guess over to my first one. I think on our last video I ended on the H's with Hinder and still there with the Holt. And funny enough, the favorite one in my collection is not the fanciest one, and one that I actually wasn't very interested in when it first came out and seeing the design of it. But then I got to handle it at the New York Custom Knife Show when I got to meet Michael in person, actually. And that model is the Renegade. Like I said, initially I didn't care too much for the design, but once I got this guy in hand, I knew I had to have it. So got this guy on pre-order, got to pick all the specs from the options available, at least. And this is what I chose. Pretty close to my typical raw dog titanium, minus these zirconium pivot collars, which I do really enjoy with this near mirror blade finish, which is goddamn, that's as near to mirror as you can get.
It
But
really is. Yeah, yeah.
and with my preferred favorite pattern from Holt's, the feather pattern, really enjoy that. And this guy it just feels so good in hand and has that typical Holt action, which is always impressive. So
Mhm.
love that guy. So that's gonna be my favorite coming out of Holt.
Mine too. I like the Renegade more than the rest of them. I mean, my ideal would be if they would do a Renegade just in the size of an Outlaw.
Ooh, yeah.
The Outlaw is the only one that to me is like a runner up, and it's literally based on size only. Because size does matter. But
Oh.
but I actually I prefer the shape of the Renegade. I think that thing's phenomenal. But yeah.
Absolutely.
So, my next one, so still in M. I've had a different one by this maker on the channel before. This is Jerry Moen. Moen, I think I mispronounced his name last time too. And the motto is called a mongoose. I just really like this damn knife. So this one is a stock configuration, just in case anybody's wondering, because it is DLC. I can see where like this profile, this the shape of the blade and the shape of the everything about it might be love it or hate it for a lot of people because it is a recurve. A lot of people don't like that. It's kind of slim. Some people don't like that. I guess this could even fall under like a gentleman's carry for the most part, but this checks a lot of boxes for me. Number one, that is a perfect mirror polish DLC. Anybody that's watched this channel a number of times, you've heard me talk about it. We probably have a running tally of how many times I mentioned that. Um, it also has the type of pocket clip I'm such a big fan of. I
Oh yeah.
love the little ball right there. You know, whether or not you think it's the most visually appealing. It works so well. It's also an inset lock, which huge fan of inset and liner locks, and the action is actually phenomenal. Jerry Moen also does production ones that are made by pretty sure the Riot, if I'm not mistaken. I've yet to actually um, see one of those in person, but if they're half as good as his regular line, they're it's I'm sure they're pretty phenomenal because I love that guy.
Yeah, dude, I like that one. That blade, I think, pulls it all together, man. Love it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's an
Awesome.
interesting shape. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Over to my second one for the video. And let's see, we're jumping from H to J. What's coming out of that is James brand. I know it's not necessarily a popular brand. It's got a lot of controversy, I think, for their pricing and kind of being a hipster type knife brand. But they did have a model made by Rayot and was an integral, so I was all for it. And that knife is the Barnes. This is one that also got some controversy based on the price. I believe it was 650, maybe 7, somewhere around there. But I did get a discount on this for being the first one I bought from James Brand Direct, and got a few of these actually, but this is the favorite of those, and all the other James Brands. I just absolutely love, if I can focus, maybe the diamond pattern on the milling here feels amazing.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, is an integral, which if you've watched our other videos, you know I have an affinity towards those. And as a really nice pocket clip, actually, with a little flat spot underneath the clip. So really love that. Pretty much raw dog titanium here outside of these thumb studs, and would probably be the one thing I'm not a huge fan of on this guy. Well, other than maybe the, but I think that could easily be remedied. But I haven't done anything about it yet. But being made by Rayot again, it's quality, and I just love this guy. Again, being a relatively small, thin integral, I'm all for that. And great action. Love this guy. So that's gonna be my favorite coming out of James Brand.
Nice. I think you've shown me that one, I believe, but
Yeah.
where you just got to J, I'm now moving to P. This one I won't do too much time on because it is. Let's try it again. There we go. I've actually had this on the channel before. This is Poikilo. This is their Komodo Mid Tech. I actually really, really, really like this guy. It's got a mirror DLC that's also stock. It should be wiped down. I should have done that before the video, but what the hell? Because it's streaky as hell right now. Just kind of like everything about this thing. Really love the front flipper action on it. It's really, really good. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of this thing. The two-tone on it to me is also pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I like the way it matches on the
Oh,
scales and the blade. So
I,
yeah,
I know you
yeah.
showed it, but for some reason I don't recall that pocket clip being. What is that? Is that zirconia or zirconium?
Um, yeah, monochrome. Yeah,
Yeah, beautiful,
yeah. So that completes my three for this one.
beautiful. All right. For the last one for myself for this video, we're jumping over to K with Kershaw. And if you've watched our previous ones, Michael's done his Kershaw, and I'm not going to come close to his because I don't have anything too fancy from Kershaw, but really enjoy this knife. And I know I've showed it before on the channel, and that's going to be the Kershaw Concierge, if I'm saying that properly. And just from a glance, if you've been in the game for any length of time, you can probably tell, oh, that kind of looks like a Sinkovich. And that's because it is a Sinkovich design. Hollow ground blade, pretty phenomenal action, especially for a Kershaw. Fits really well in the hand with that design. And the pocket clip is pretty odd. But you wouldn't think it would work too well being kind of buried in the scale like that. But honestly, it works surprisingly well. And just overall, really like this guy. Coming from Kershaw, I'll admit I don't carry it too much. But if I were to grab a Kershaw, this would more than likely be it. Though at the same time, I did carry a Kershaw. The Skyline for many years. Had multiple versions of those, and broken a few. Got some more, but as many as I've had of those, this one takes the cake for being my favorite from the ones in the collection from Kershaw. That wraps it up for me.
I've actually never seen that one before, but man, I dig it. Is
Yeah,
they
right.
still produce? Is it out of production at this point?
I want to say it is, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
I'm not 100% on that, so maybe check that out, but I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it
somehow
is.
that's flown under my radar. But I'm as you know, I'm a kind of a sucker for Sigovich designs, and like you said, that is very signature Sigovich.
Yeah,
So yeah,
buddy.
no, I dig it. I dig it a lot, actually.
Yes, yeah, yeah. All right, well, cool. Well, I guess that wraps us up for this one. Any final thoughts? Oh, fuck. I know what we forgot. You want to go ahead?
You do it. You remembered it first, so you do it.
All right, guys. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Please leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite blades from your favorite makers are, or, whatever comments you want to leave. Do you enjoy the video? You liking what you see? Have any favorites from what we've shown today? Whatever you want to tell us, we want to hear it. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.